If you define Kundalini in short,
कुंडलिनी जो है वो बेसिकली हमारे हार्ट चक्रा ब्लॉक्ड है या थ्रोट चक्रा ब्लॉक्ड है, तो आपकी लव लाइफ में या सक्सेस में या आपकी ट्रूथ, योर वॉइस इन द वर्ल्ड, वो दबी हुई होगी।
अगर उसको अपनी कुंडलिनी को एक्टिव करना है तो व्हाट इज दैट फर्स्ट स्टेप?
सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स में आपकी कुंडलिनी,
जब कुंडलिनी अवेक होती है किसी भी एक आम इंसान में, टेक दैट कुंडलिनी टू अ नेक्स्ट लेवल विद अपने आप से या किसी गुरु के नीचे से।
देखिए, जब कुंडलिनी जागृत होती है,
किसी को एंजाइटी है, किसी को डिप्रेशन है, इमोशनल इम्बैलेंस है, डज इट क्योर दैट थिंग?
यस एंड नो। लेट मी एक्सप्लेन।
चक्रास जब बैलेंस होते हैं, does it create any conflict or does it give any solution to our body?
So yes, when your chakras are clearing, you will feel
Kundalini activation, does it resolve karmic blockages also?
actually one of the
इस किताब में आपने एक ऐसा सेक्शन भी कहा है या कह सकते हैं लिखा है, मैं टू बी प्रिसाइज कहूँगा, अपने जब ड्रीम्स को आप चेस करते हैं आपको दुनिया के अप्रूवल की जरूरत नहीं है। लेकिन अगर ओशो की बात करें, इट इज वन एसोसिएशन विच हैज ऑलवेज बीन इन कंट्रोवर्सीज।
on Osho's controversy because
क्या आप सभी के अंदर एक ऐसी हिडन एनर्जी सोई है जो आपकी जिंदगी बदल सकती है? वेलकम टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ नॉट जस्ट फैक्ट, जहां हम सिर्फ फैक्ट्स पे नहीं रुकते लेकिन फैक्ट्स के पीछे के विजडम, उसके रियल इम्पैक्ट और उसके छुपी कहानियां को समझते हैं। आज के एपिसोड में हम एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी से मिल रहे हैं जिन्होंने आर्ट्स के फील्ड में अपने परफॉर्मेंस के थ्रू, अपनी क्रिएटिविटी के थ्रू, अपने करज के थ्रू यहाँ पे एक अलग इम्पैक्ट किया है सोसाइटी के ऊपर और अपने एक अलग स्थान बनाई है। अगर रितिका जी की बात करूँ तो ये सिर्फ एक कह सकते हैं ग्लोबल सिटीज़न नहीं है, लेकिन एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी है जिन्होंने अपनी सोच के थ्रू एक डाइवर्सिटी यहाँ पे क्रिएट की है सोसाइटी में, और इस डाइवर्सिटी के थ्रू काफ़ी सारा इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट किया है सोसाइटी के ऊपर। आज के एपिसोड में हम डिस्कस करेंगे कुंडलिनी के बारे में, रितिका जी की जर्नी के बारे में, उनके फिल्म करियर के बारे में, उनकी बुक्स के बारे में, और साथ ही में एक ऐसा प्रोस्पेक्टिव देखेंगे सोसाइटी को देखने का, ज़िंदगी एक्चुअल में कैसे जी जाती है, कैसे सेल्फिश बना जाता है, ये सब कुछ हम समझेंगे रितिका जी के साथ। तो मिलते हैं कि एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी से जो ना सिर्फ एक आर्टिस्ट है लेकिन एक कह सकता हूँ एक चेंज मेकर है सोसाइटी के लिए, जो शायद आने वाले समय में हमारी सोसाइटी को एक अलग प्रोस्पेक्टिव देगा जीने का, और स्पेशली समझेगा सोसाइटी को कैसे एक्चुअली में जिया जाता है। तो देर ना करते हुए इस पॉडकास्ट की शुरुआत करते हैं और समझते हैं रितिका जी की जर्नी के बारे में। सबसे पहले रितिका जी, बहुत बहुत आभार कि आपने हमारा इनविटेशन एक्सेप्ट किया और आज खास हमारे स्टूडियो में आए हैं। इस अनोखे टॉपिक पे हम आज एक पॉडकास्ट कर रहे हैं। बहुत कम लोगों को ये टॉपिक पता है, कुंडलिनी, और साथ ही में आपके फाउंडेशन के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे, आपकी वेब सीरीज़, आपकी फिल्म जर्नी के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे, आपके बुक्स के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे। तो शुरुआत हम करते हैं कुंडलिनी से। तो बिफोर वी स्टार्ट द पॉडकास्ट, एक सिंपल पॉइंट आपको पूछना चाहूँगा, हाउ डिड योर जर्नी गो टूवर्ड्स कुंडलिनी?
वेल, सबसे पहले तो प्रणाम एवरीवन। कुंडलिनी पे कोई जर्नी जाती नहीं है।
ओके,
टू मी कुंडलिनी इज द जर्नी।
परफेक्ट।
जर्नी ऑफ एवरीथिंग, जर्नी ऑफ एवरीवन, all living beings and also non-living beings. It is energy. It is Shiv and Shakti, and it is everything. So I cannot answer this question for you how I got there.
Okay.
I think the moment we are born, right now the planet is in a place where everybody, Kundalini is awakened. You know, they're born awakened from awakened parents, because parents are awakened, and if not, then life is not a very easy thing, you know. And in the difficulties and ups and downs of life, बहुत जल्दी बचपन में ही लोगों की कुंडलिनीज awaken हो जाती हैं. So I believe that 100% of the population, humanity is awakened.
Okay.
But the degrees of awakening are different, and that's what we are going to be talking about today. So It's I didn't reach it. It is the journey.
It is the journey. जिन ऑडियंस को इस कह सकते हैं साइंस के बारे में नहीं पता है, इफ यू डिफाइन कुंडलिनी इन शॉर्ट कि एग्जैक्टली कुंडलिनी है क्या साइंस, ये हमारी ऑडियंस को बताइए मैम.
जितना शॉर्ट कर सकती हूँ करूँगी, लेकिन ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है बिकॉज ऑफ द टॉपिक दैट वी आर डिस्कसिंग. कुंडलिनी जो है वो बेसिकली हमारे एनर्जी है.
ओके.
इट्स वेरी न्यूट्रल.
ओके.
और वो एनर्जी अलग अलग हमारे चक्रा से एक्सप्रेस करती है. जिस चक्रा से एक्सप्रेस करती है वो उस energy takes that form. It takes that shape.
Okay.
So throat is success.
Right.
You know, I've been working with my throat chakra for the last maybe 6-7 years. And I think now it's broken open. And I'm feeling my kundalini at the third eye.
Okay.
You know, in the last couple of months.
Okay.
So मैं आपको बहुत सिंपल तरीके से बताती हूँ. बेस ऑफ द स्पाइन पे 2.5 coils में एक सोया हुआ सांप होता है.
Okay.
Snake.
Okay.
Which is the energy represented by the snake. It is Shakti.
Okay.
And top of the crown पे होते हैं शिव. जो समाधि में बैठे होते हैं.
Okay.
So जैसे ही ये स्नेक अवेकन होता है, होती है, शक्ति अवेकन होती है, तो शिव इन स्टिलनेस वो शक्ति को देखते हैं नाचते हुए. पर जब वो स्नेक अवेकन होता है तब हमें समझ आता है कि दैट इज नॉट 2, इट इज दैट इज नॉट 1 स्नेक, इट इज 3.
Okay.
शिव एंड शक्ति, दैट्स वाई शक्ति इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड शिव. तो वो नाचना शुरू होता है. द मैस्कुलिन एंड द फेमिनिन एनर्जी हमारे अंदर. मैस्कुलिन कर्ता, ईगो कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट, नॉट अहंकार, ईगो कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट, नॉट एरोगेंस, जो हम हैं दुनिया में. एंड द फेमिनिन एस्पेक्ट जो हम हैं रियलिटी में. एंड एक्चुअली आवर इनर ट्रूथ, बट यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ जो है, अल्टीमेट ट्रूथ, वो बीच की नाड़ी है. सो ईडा, पिंगाला एंड सुषुम्ना, ये जो 2 सांप की नाच शुरू होता है ना, द डांस, बिकॉज इट इज ऑपोजिट्स एंड येट सिमिलर. Right? It is. Right. So they attract and they repel. And they attract and they repel. So उस नाच में क्या होता है, कभी प्यार होता है, कभी टकरार होती है, कभी प्यार होता है, कभी टकरार होती है. और ये हमारे अंदर चल रहा है. So हमारे अंदर कभी we love ourselves, sometimes we're in conflict with ourselves. And as the Kundalini rises, बीच में, मैं अभी मैस्कुलिन और फेमिनिन की बात कर रही हूँ, बीच में सुषुम्ना नाड़ी है, साइलेंट, दैट इज ऑल्सो स्नेक. But it connects, the moment Kundalini awakens, that is the divine energy, ultimate truth, that connects directly with your Shiva. So जब तक ये नाचते रहते हैं तब तक तो नाच होता रहता है अंदर भी. और उसी के वजह से, depending on which chakra it's going through, every chakra dictates or symbolizes or represents one aspect of your life, as within so without, है ना. तो अंदर अगर आपका हार्ट चक्रा ब्लॉक्ड है या थ्रोट चक्रा ब्लॉक्ड है, तो आपकी बाहर की लाइफ में, लव लाइफ में या सक्सेस में या आपकी ट्रूथ, योर वॉइस इन द वर्ल्ड, वो दबी हुई होगी. वो ठीक से नहीं चलेगी. So that is how it affects. It is a very ancient science. It's not a science. It's spirit. Kundalini is the spirit.
Okay.
And that's why they say, God is a woman.
Right.
औरत है वो. लेकिन वो ना औरत है ना आदमी है. वो औरत और आदमी का मेल है, और उसमें ना वो औरत है ना आदमी है, वो डिवाइन है, एग्जिस्टेंशियल है. सो द स्पिरिट, वो जिस चक्रा से निकलेगा उस चक्रा को रूल करता है. आपकी लाइफ का किसी एंगल को वो रूल करता है. सो व्हाट हैपन्स दैट इफ दोज चक्रास आर ब्लॉक्ड, द स्ट्रगल इज इनसाइड. द चक्रास आर क्लियर्ड, जिसके लिए हम प्रैक्टिसेस करते, तो आराम से कुंडलिनी निकलती है और आपके सारे जो एस्पेक्ट्स हैं लाइफ के, वो सेटल होना शुरू हो जाते हैं. नाउ द ब्यूटिफुल पार्ट अबाउट दिस इज दैट जब तक मैस्कुलिन फेमिनिन एक दूसरे पे फोकस्ड है तब तक वो डांस इट इज़ कभी प्यार, कभी टकरार, कभी अट्रैक्शन, कभी रिपल्शन, यही है. दैट इज़ द साइकिल. यू कैन नॉट ब्रेक आउट ऑफ दैट साइकिल. पर कोई ना कोई, ईदर द फेमिनिन एनर्जी और द मैस्कुलिन एनर्जी, दोनों में से कोई एक, ज़्यादातर फेमिनिन को पहले दिखता है. फेमिनिन एनर्जी जो हमारी अंदर की एनर्जी होती है. When the moment they notice the third entity, जो बहुत silently, the third snake, which is the sushumna, तो उसको opposite से ज़्यादा divine, ज़्यादा precious कुछ मिल जाता है. तो जब आपके हाथ में पत्थर हो और आप उसे डायमंड समझें, फिर आपके हाथ में डायमंड आ जाए तो पत्थर अपने आप गिरेगा, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. लेकिन ये एक ऐसा कनेक्शन है जो गिर नहीं सकता, आपके सिर्फ फोकस से गिर सकता है, आपकी कनेक्शन से नहीं गिर सकता. सो इवन व्हेन यू आर कनेक्टेड टू समवन लाइक दैट इन द आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड, वो इंटरनल है. शिव शक्ति के कनेक्शंस है, व्हाट दे कॉल वेरी डीप सोल कनेक्शंस, विच आर अनडिफाइंड. आप डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते. वो आपके अंदर रोमांस लव चल रहा है. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज द मोमेंट वन, द फेमिनिन और द मैस्कुलिन गेट्स फोकस्ड ऑन द डिवाइन एनर्जी, it is just a matter of time before the other gets focused on the divine energy. The moment both get focused on the divine energy, both the energies inside, then it shoots up through the chakras. But then we are talking about a unified being, a whole being.
Perfect.
जिसका ego construct, ममकारा और ahamkara, what I am and what I think I am, are merged into universal consciousness.
Perfect.
फिर वो उससे चलता है
Right.
ultimate truth की तरफ. Then it's just a matter of time. And time has become also irrelevant. वो
Right.
time, he is not living in the construct of time.
परफेक्ट. एंड बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से आपने एग्जैक्टली ये साइंस क्या है उसको समझाया, इलेबरेट तरीके से शिव और शक्ति के बारे में बताया इस आंसर में. एक आम ऑडियंस जो इस समय ये पॉडकास्ट देख रही है, अगर उसको अपनी कुंडलिनी को एक्टिव करना है तो व्हाट इज़ दैट फर्स्ट स्टेप एंड हाउ डू दे टेक इट फर्दर?
One thing I can say that I'm pretty sure that जो भी ये सवाल पूछ रहे हैं उनकी कुंडलिनी जागृत तो है.
Okay.
Because I just said, I started this podcast saying that आज की डेट में humanity, it does not matter in India, in US, in Europe, in this, in that. Life is for, हम बड़े होके we, try to heal our traumas and things like that. Why? Because it's a traumatizing world. The world
Right.
can traumatize you.
Right.
And because of that, life is such, उसमें इतनी चीज़ें हैं that आपकी कुंडलिनी किसी भी चीज़ में जागृत हो सकती है. So it is possibly awakened, which means आपकी extremely good sexual intercourse में आपकी कुंडलिनी जागृत हो सकती. बहुत ज़्यादा आपको किसी चीज़ का ट्रॉमा होगा या बहुत ज़्यादा आपके ऊपर कोई मतलब लाइफ में heavy burden or some loss or something like that, tragedy, उसमें आपकी कुंडलिनी जागृत हो जाएगी. तो आजकल तो बच्चों की जागृत हो रही है, and that says a lot about how difficult the word. But I will add in one line that you can nurture your kundalini, you can give it support, you can give it love, you can give it what it needs to grow through meditation.
Okay.
Kundalini meditations and all hai.
Right.
But ultimately, if you can go into silent sitting, Vipassana practice, that really does help.
Okay.
All forms of meditation help, but ultimately, maximum supports Vipassana से मिलता है.
परफेक्ट. अगर कुंडलिनी का रिलेशन किसी हम रिलीजन से करें, विच इज़ दैट रिलीजन, वेदर इट इज़ हिंदुज़म और बुद्धिज़्म, ये कहाँ से ओरिजिन हुआ है ये चीज़?
Kundalini cannot have a religion.
Okay.
That is a very important thing.
Okay.
It is in every being, despite race, despite color, despite anything.
Okay.
It is in everything, in every living being.
Okay.
So, religion is not
In context with this particular science.
Of course, in ancient India is what has really kind of recognized it and taught it like a science.
Okay.
But it is not any religion.
Okay.
If you see what it actually is, energy cannot belong to religion. Religion creates divide. Religion is... I don't see any difference between religion and politics. I'll be very honest with you. I'm not a political person. But I do get pulled into political scenarios because I speak beyond what is political and religion. I speak beyond the divide.
Okay. Okay.
I speak of a utopian world of peace
Okay.
and love.
Okay.
It is utopian.
Okay.
And the moment we take something like energy and turn it into something political or religious, we have started moving towards dystopian.
Perfect. Perfect.
Which is something that I very strongly do not support. The dystopian future of the world.
Perfect. जब कुंडलिनी अवेक होती है किसी भी एक आम इंसान में, हाउ सेफ इट इज वेदर टू टेक दैट कुंडलिनी टू अ नेक्स्ट लेवल विथ अपने आप से या किसी गुरु के नीचे से?
देखिए, जब कुंडलिनी जागृत होती है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ ब्लॉक्ड योर चक्रास आर, इट कैन क्रिएट सो मच हैवक इन योर लाइफ दैट आप एक सुसाइडल पॉइंट तक भी पहुंच सकते हैं. I have reached there. It is only after that I got a new life, to be honest. My book came out of a suicidal point.
Okay.
It was a catharsis for me.
Okay.
But I can tell you that it can create a lot of havoc.
Okay.
I'm not saying you actually need a guru.
Okay.
If you can find ways to study it yourself, like even in mental health, you don't actually need a therapist. Therapist, I have always said, is a human being.
Right.
Who has his own lens through which he's looking at life.
Right.
And the moment you give your power into the hands of a therapist, your ability to grow, it can mold you. And that may not be what your true self is.
Right.
So the difference between a therapist and a guru is this. That guru basically मैं guru enlightened beings को मानती हूँ. Because मेरे अंदर का जो guru है वो भी तो enlightened है. मैं वहाँ पहुँच रही.
Right. Right.
But enlightened है.
Right.
So my outside guru is just a face, a representation, a reflection of my inner guru. गुरु के होने से क्या होता है कि आपको आजकल तो कोई बैठ के मतलब इतना डिजिटल वर्ल्ड है, no one even like reads.
Right.
They don't go looking for the information, and seeking has taken a whole different meaning.
Right.
It is not about inner self-discovery. It has become more about how the self is presented in the world. That is what seeking has become. But originally, if you go down to the root of seeking, it is about seeking the inner self. Consistently, the evolving layers of the human consciousness,
Right.
which connects with the universal and cosmic consciousness and all of that. So, personally, for me, I feel like this has been my experience, that the guru can actually make that process simpler. There are moments in life, I don't know if you've read ever that prayer, it's called Footprints.
Okay.
मेरे तो बाथरूम में लगा होता था एक टाइम पे. Every day I needed to read it.
Right.
You can say a prayer in the bathroom, but
Right.
भगवान कहाँ नहीं है.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I've always been believer in that. सो मैं रोज़ सुबह उसको पढ़ती थी क्योंकि उसमें एक लाइन लिखी हुई होती थी, एंड आई एम टॉकिंग सिंस आई वाज 15-16 ईयर्स ओल्ड, तब से रोज़ पढ़ती थी टिल आई मूव टू इंडिया. अभी भी मेरे फ़ोन में वो रहता है, कीप गोइंग बैक टू इट इन सम डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम्स. उसमें ये लिखा होता है, एक लाइन है कि वो पूछता है भगवान से कि भगवान मेरी लाइफ के सबसे डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम्स में मैं देख रहा हूँ जो फुटप्रिंट्स थे, हर टाइम 2 फुटप्रिंट्स थे, लेकिन मेरी जो लाइफ का सबसे डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम था वहाँ सिर्फ 1 फुटप्रिंट क्यों था, 2 क्यों नहीं थे? क्या मेरी लाइफ के सबसे डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम में तुमने मुझे छोड़ दिया? एंड गॉड रिप्लाइज, नो माई चाइल्ड, it was in the most difficult times in your life that I was carrying you. Those footprints are mine.
Perfect.
So you felt it is not always in life that you need to be felt held. If you know how to hold all of you without shame, without guilt, if you know how to hold all of yourself, shadow and light, that is different. But even for the strongest person on this planet, you need a force and energy to hold you, sometimes in the most difficult times.
Right.
And that is what a guru does.
Perfect. Perfect.
So I guess that should answer it.
100%. बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इस क्वेश्चन का आपने आंसर दिया और स्पेसिफिकली बताया कि गुरु का इम्पोर्टेंस, वेदर इट इज़ कुंडलिनी और एनी अदर पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ, देयर शुड बी अ गुरु इन आवर लाइफ.
Should or should not, I will not say. I will correct you on that.
Okay.
I mean, from my perspective.
Right.
Ultimately, the guru is in you.
Right.
But guru can make the journey
More smooth,
beautiful, comfortable.
It can show
simple.
you the right direction.
Yeah. Guru will always find a way to show you where you are getting consumed by the voice of the world and forgetting your own.
Perfect. एक बार अगर कुंडलिनी किसी की जागती है या फिर अवेकन होती है, टू बी प्रिसाइज, इज इट परमानेंट?
Once it's awakened, it will not go back to sleep.
Okay.
ये तो है.
Okay.
It's like आप एक अंधेरे रास्ते से चल रहे हैं, चलते जाइए, कुछ नहीं दिख रहा आपको, लेकिन बिजली कड़की, lightning, for even a second, and you saw what was there in that light even for a second. The light has gone again, but you know what you saw. Can you unsee it?
Perfect.
You cannot unsee what you've seen. You cannot unknow what you've known. You cannot go back to sleep once you have awakened. There is no way to.
Perfect.
So Kundalini is awakened, and when it is awakened, you are awakened. Degree of awakening,
That's different.
closer to enlightenment, how you are, that is totally going to depend on how much you love the process of, evolving and seeing. I mean, most of us, we climb to be seen.
Right.
Because everything is from the perspective of how I'm seen in the world.
Right.
But a meditator or an inner focused, a person who's focused on conscious evolution, a conscious way of life, will also climb. The climb is internal. So he will climb to perceive. He will climb to see the view from a higher perspective.
Perfect.
Not to be seen.
Right.
So once the Kundalini is awakened, it will keep rising. You can choose how you want to rise. Do you want to seek the validation of the world? Or do you want to be
Perfect.
the validation that the world needs?
बहुत डीप आंसर था ये आपका. स्पेसिफिकली इस क्वेश्चन का मैं कहूँगा, जब कुंडलिनी अवेक होती है, व्हाट इज़ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप one person should do?
Practice.
Okay.
You need to bring some sort of practice into your life, be it yoga.
Okay.
Yoga will not go as deep as meditation, but it will certainly support the process.
Okay.
But if you want to go deeply and you really want to connect with the love story that is actually taking place inside of you,
Perfect.
to me, that is self-love. That is the source of unconditional love generation, when you can feel the story, the love story that is going on inside of you. It doesn't need anything outside of it. That is the source of self-love for me. Very contrary to how it is explained in the world. Do all the things that you love. You need to feel good, but there are so many ways to do that. And yes, health is a different thing. That is an important thing. You know, everybody that has knowledge, how much knowledge they have about health, they'll just, you know, keep themselves that healthy. But then I talk from a different perspective. I talk from the perspective of inner wellness, you know, which comes from self-love, self-respect. All of these things is when you can recognize that dance going on inside of yourself.
Perfect.
So I hope that answers.
100% it answers. 100% answers. जब कुंडलिनी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, does it cure your any हेल्थ इश्यूज, जैसे किसी को एंजाइटी है, किसी को डिप्रेशन है, इमोशनल इम्बैलेंस है, डज इट क्योर दैट थिंग?
Yes and no. Let me explain. When Kundalini rises, like I explained, it rises through your chakras.
Right.
You know, it rises through the chakra system.
Right.
The original base of the chakra system is 7 chakras. But today people, you know, there are people who are discovering like other chakra, because humanity is developing in consciousness.
Right.
Chakra centers will form.
Right.
Because life outside is expanding so much. So there has to be a chakra center inside of you that is going to dictate that side. Now, there was no digital space at one point. Now there is a digital space. There has to be something that will support it.
Right.
So these are supporting chakras that support your chakras.
Okay.
Right? So now when your Kundalini is rising through the various chakras, each chakra also dictates some aspect of your health. Emotional are here also, here it is love, peace. And it a lot of your health concerns also come from this space,
right,
you know, and
right,
this space.
Right.
So as it is moving through the chakras, if you are able to support it with the right ingredients, like I say, which is practice, not just practice, but also just whatever your way of life is made up of. What kind of information you're feeding yourself, where are you getting it from? And the people that you're watching or learning from, what is the energy that they are putting out? Is that a very, or is that a high vibe? What do you connect with? Like what is your environment built with? If you're reading gurus or teachers, what is the tone and the energy of that teacher that is giving what you're feeding? Because you're not just feeding on words. You're not just feeding on information. You're not just feeding like when you go out, you can eat junk food or you can choose to eat healthy food. It is the same thing. What are you feeding yourself? It is not just the words, it is not just it is the energy behind it as well.
Right.
Is that a high vibing energy, or is that something that, makes you feel like you're in a hospital?
Perfect.
Again, therapist, let's come back to a therapist. Is the therapist someone who's going to, bring joy into your life? Or is this, and show you your own joy with that? Or is it someone high vibe? Or is it someone who's going to, pull you down into like the reality of how the human suffering is a very, difficult thing, and this.
Right.
It is there. Right. The suffering and the joy is all there.
Right.
The good health and the bad health is all there. It is all there. It is all together, the truth. So how Kundalini can help you become a healthier human being, more well inside of yourself, is if you support the clearing of your chakras through the various aspects that are available to you in your way of life.
Right.
And as the Kundalini, it's both ways. As the Kundalini rises, also your way of life will change. And that's why I say way of life and lifestyle is not the same thing. Lifestyle is influenced by, trend.
Perfect.
No matter how good the trend is, they say the road to hell was paved with good intention. We don't know. Sometimes we're creating it. We say, oh, this feels right. We never question it. Is it right for me?
Right.
So that is lifestyle. But way of life, what you eat, yes. What you read, yes. What you, who do you communicate with? How much outside energy do you take in? And does that create wellness inside of you, or does that create stress and anxiety and things like that? It's not that you can cut off everything. Sometimes you choose to engage in spaces that create both love and, suffering. Why? Because that is your choice. That is the thing is, sometimes you just recognize it as one of the part of your purpose. They say that, every relationship is going to give you love and it's going to give you suffering. You can choose who you want to suffer for.
Perfect. अगर हम चक्रास की बात करें तो चक्रास जब बैलेंस होते हैं, does it create any conflict or does it give any solution to our body?
When chakras get balanced, chakras don't get balanced, they get clear.
The blockages are removed?
Yeah, okay. It says they term it as balancing, okay. But the process is actually clearing.
Okay.
भरा हुआ है, उसको empty करना है.
Right.
All your chakras have to be empty.
Right.
They don't have to be full of anything so that the Kundalini can fill it.
Okay.
Divine energy can fill it.
Right.
So the thing is that chakras आप clear कर सकते हैं, और जब आप chakras को clear करेंगे तो आपकी बाहर की लाइफ की blockages clear होंगे.
Perfect.
So it is, you can't say that can we clear the chakras, or you said health, na? Right. Health पे फर्क पड़ता है.
Right.
So yes, when your chakras are clearing, you will feel healthy, and when you feel healthy, your health will start reversing. See, the human body has two aspects to it. One that we do consciously. Again, karta. I will go and work out in the morning to feel good.
Perfect.
Or to do something. But there is another aspect of the body which is involuntary. It does not require our eye to do anything.
Okay.
How does your food digest?
Okay.
How are you breathing?
Okay.
All the time, even when you're sleeping.
Okay.
There is an aspect of your body where your organs are running, your heart is pumping everything. That is an aspect which is like, and being conscious is to be conscious of that also, like I can be conscious of the fact that my heart is beating. I can feel my heartbeat.
Right.
But still, it is not with my involvement. Perfect. And that is exactly what life is. There is a consciousness where we say, I did this and I achieved this. And then there are people like us who say, when the world asks me who I am, I choose not to answer.
Perfect.
And I let existence answer for me, because it will. It is a co-creative process. I will let my partner answer.
Beautiful.
That is my devotion to my partner.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Kundalini activation, does it resolve karmic blockages also?
Actually, one of the easiest ways of clearing karmic blockages is the Kundalini.
Okay. Okay.
But again, how does karma in your outside life get blocked or created? It's whichever area the blockage is in or the karmic pattern is getting created in, it is that chakra that is either blocked or it has some sort of complication. There is medical science, which, will give you everything about the body, the physical body. And then there is spiritual science, which will give you everything about the spirit body.
Perfect.
It's not very different. Me and my sister are like that. My real sister, she's a medical doctor. But in all honesty, I'm a spiritual doctor, no?
100%.
I mentor, currently I'm mentoring two girls. One girl from the Vivekananda School in Delhi who's had suicidal attempts and things like that.
Okay.
So I'm currently mentoring her just as a friend. I talk to her and things like that.
Right.
And I'm also mentoring another student who is a genius. He has some mental health condition that is quite severe, but because of that, he's such a genius that he is unable to go and he learns everything.
Okay.
Everything is clear. But 3 years in a row, he's been going. He wants to be a medical doctor. He wants to use his condition that he's healed from to help others. But every time he goes and sits at the exam, he makes a mess of it and comes back. So this year, instead of focusing on the exam, we are focusing on getting to the root of why is that happening. So I'm working with 2 or 3 people like this, mentoring. I started one-on-one sessions and things like that just out of fun. But then this started happening from the community, people that I know. Can you talk to this one, that one? So from that perspective, I can tell you, so the karmic blockage outside in his world, he's not being able to move forward. And this little girl is not being able to evolve beyond that point.
Certain point.
And she is living in a story of her creation, which is not real.
Right.
Right? But the reason why I'm able to mentor her is because I've made a lot of peace, and I found a lot of comfort in the dream worlds that I live in. Whether it is real or whether it is laughed at or mocked by the world or whether it is real or not. Because if that dream is helping me to grow and evolve, it is real for me.
It is real.
Yes. So sometimes she's gone to so many doctors and therapists, no one is being able to help her. But she's finding relief with me. Because she's finding the comfort.
Right.
Of not being judged. Of having a space that allows her to move freely and do whatever she wants. And still in that process, feel sort of understood. And held and loved. And but she's not finding that at home also. So yes, karmic blockages can clear if you work on yourself.
100.
As within, so without.
Perfect. इस आंसर में आपने स्टूडेंट्स का जिक्र किया, आपने 2 केस स्टडीज भी बताए आपने. अगर हम स्टूडेंट्स की बात करें, प्रोफेशनल्स की बात करें, कैन कुंडलिनी इंक्रीज देयर क्रिएटिविटी?
Kundalini is a creative life force energy.
Okay.
It's the life force energy, which is the creative energy.
Okay.
It supports childbirth.
Okay.
I recently learned from a friend who reads a lot. And he said to me that, do you know that childbirth is supported by the Kundalini energy because it is such a difficult process for a woman.
Okay.
That actually that life force energy is what gives her the strength to this day. I don't know how much this is true. I just heard it. So I'm very interested in learning about it, not because I can have a child. The thing is that I wanted a child at one time, and because I'm alone, just sharing off topic a little bit. But it's my parents were also saying that, you're alone. So we'll support you even, and even if the world says whatever, single mother, whatever, and not, you freeze your eggs. So I had gone to the doctor and everything and worked on freezing my eggs and things like that. And 1 year into my sannyas, I was reading Sahajabai.
Okay.
Osho's version of Sahajabai. And in that he had spoken about how, women like Sahajabai who have to rebirth their own soul cannot have cannot have children. Their life will not allow it. And at one point, she will take that decision. And Swamiji Anand Arun, who initiated me, he, in the satsang that night, spoke about it. It's like he was reading my mind. So he spoke about it. And that was the day I took the decision with a very heavy heart, but also at the same time with this joy of, that, okay, at least I have a purpose of rebirthing my own soul, which is what is going to be meaningful in the world, right? So from this day forward, I can be a friend to every child in the world. And that's where my foundation, the We Women Foundation, came out of. So the We Women Foundation is in place of the child that I decided not to have. Yeah. So in the professional space, coming back to your question now, a lot of stresses and these kind of things that we take students and even professionals, their choices between their personal and professional lives is what creates the stress, a lot of the stress. Yeah, of course, work pressure hota hai. But why are you taking the pressure of work? Because you want to perform better at work. And why do you want to perform better at work? Because you want to be seen in a particular way. That is personal. It's now no more about the job. It's about how I'm seen, how I'm received, how I'm perceived. So ultimately, it all comes down to that. Stress comes from the attachment to your ego identity self, whatever that is. And stress comes from how you will be perceived by the world. There is no other stress. You know who you are. If you're comfortable with yourself and stress is coming, you know that you're comfortable with yourself. And stress is coming, it is coming from the outside. You're taking it. So you have to change your perspective. If the world stresses you, you have to get to a place where you're like, it does not matter what the world says. I live like that.
Perfect.
I'm extremely shamed on social media and, totally like outcasted. But outcasted in the sense, I'm not. No one can be outcasted from social media. But the thing is that every time you post or every time you say something, there is a bunch of people who suddenly start mocking you and this thing. But it affected. But today I'm at that place where I know that mockery is coming from fear. I might be a comforting presence, but I'm also a very intimidating presence. And I'm not willing to change that, or I'm not going to do anything about changing that because I'm not intimidated by me.
Perfect.
You have to be concerned about yourself. So stress and all of these things, my big stress was, should I have a child? Should I not have a child? I'm also an actor. But I also do not want to compromise on because 20 years I'll have to give to the child. I will not be able to focus on myself. The child will become my focus and then I will not be able to evolve. So how am I going to do this? Between purpose and child was my personal, it was my ego identity that wanted the child. I wanted to be a mother. I wanted to be a mother. But my destiny had something
different.
There are other children that need me.
Perfect.
So youth and children, and that's where I go. That's where I work. That's the mind that, because I don't want them to go into the workforce with stress and anxiety. If they know this, for instance, if sex education is given in schools, which is something that I've been very, very vocal about. If sex education is given in schools, I was molested from the age of 8 to 13 in front of my servant by a cousin.
Okay.
By someone from the family for 3 years. I didn't know what was happening with me. If I was educated, if I knew, I would have had at least the courage or just the know-how to talk to my mother, to tell someone. It would have stopped earlier. Maybe the depth of sexual trauma that I have experienced in my life, I would have not. My relationships would have turned out better, different. So stress, trauma, anxiety, all of these things cannot be avoided in this world unless you are able to rise above the conflict and whatever that is that created it, or is continuing to, like घाव पे नमक छिड़कते जाना,
nagging,
जो कंटिन्यूअसली हो रहा है, उससे ऊपर आप कैसे उठोगे? क्या उठोगे? आप हवा में उड़ तो नहीं सकते,
right.
आपकी कुंडलिनी ही उठेगी,
right. आपने इस आंसर में ओशो का जिक्र किया
जी।
अगर हम देखें कुंडलिनी के कई सारे हम कह सकते संस्था है, लेकिन अगर ओशो की बात करें, इट इज़ वन एसोसिएशन विच हैज़ ऑलवेज बीन इन controversies. How do you see that?
I see contradiction to be closer to truth than consistency.
Okay.
Consistency is important to build trust, to build, sort of the world's faith in you. But for your own truth, like for me, we were talking and I said to you that I am not rooted in rebellion. Rebellious is how the world sees me. I am not rebelling. I am not rooted in rebellion. I am rooted in truth.
Okay.
My truth is rebellious for the world. So that is what it is. For me, the world is not a rebellion. Even with everything coming at me, I see beauty in the world. That is in my eyes.
So that is your perspective.
That is my perspective on Osho's controversy, because there will always be controversy when you're looking at things from a duality perspective. Osho is beyond duality. All conscious, all luminous, enlightened beings of light, are beyond. Because if you're stuck in duality, you're stuck in the andhera only, no? You're stuck in the darkness.
Right.
The side that is in your light is your light, and the one that you're opposing is the darkness. So, uske uppar hi uthoge, then you will not see him as controversy. You will see him as love. You will see him as unconditional love. You will see him as peace. Because wo to उनकी बातों में इतना फायर था, बट द थिंग इज दैट उनसे सवाल पूछते थे तो वो जवाब देते थे, तभी वो बात करते थे, वरना वो मौन में रहते थे. सेम थिंग विथ मी. आई लिव अलोन. आई स्टे इन साइलेंस. बट इफ आई एम instigated from the outside, or I'm asked, I'm questioned by the world, or from anything outside, or I am seeked for support, for help, for mentorship, for whatever, then I speak.
Okay.
Otherwise, I am silent. I stay
in your own world.
In peace.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have any fight inside me. जो है सामने है यार दुनिया के.
Right.
हाँ, performed है. At the core of it, acting is one of the things that I love to do and will continue to do, because the thing is that even when we'll talk about that.
Right.
My film, but when JL50 came out, there are many people who have reviewed, and reviewers who have said very good things about my performance, and then some who have not
liked it.
Yeah, because again, that is the duality. Good and bad is duality.
Perfect.
Beyond the duality, what I do on stage is also acting. When I go up on stage and when I speak at TEDx or I speak in front of an audience, do you think my skills as an actor are not needed? How am I going to create emotion? I don't speak to show my knowledge. I speak to create feeling, to create silences. No words. Words are meaningless unless they create silences. So for me, Osho was that which created rebellion, but in the conscious, in the people who got him, they were seeing that he's showing both perspectives. Yep. He seemed contradictory, but those who understood that contradiction is closer to truth. Your own truth, you have to be contradictory to yourself. You have to be able to consistently contradict yourself. Otherwise, you're stagnant. You're not growing.
Right.
Then the safest place for you, like Osho also says, and I also say, is the grave. Go there. You're not alive. If you cannot feel, if you cannot love your sorrow as much as your joy, you are not alive. If you cannot cry, and you cannot tell yourself in your tears that I'm not weak for crying, I am strong. Because tears are not just an expression of sorrow. Tears are an expression of that which you cannot verbalize, you cannot express.
Perfect.
So this is the consciousness that he was taking you to. So for me, he's truth.
That's your perspective. 100%.
You can say that is my perspective, but also if I remove myself from Osho and I just see myself as me, let's say for a moment, I am the guru, right? Because he says God is in it.
Right.
मेरी उंगली को बोलो, चांद को देखो, तो मैं चांद दिखा रहा हूँ. Even if I put myself aside and I say, I am the guru, मैं guru, there is no Osho. Still, if I'm watching him as a third person, listening to him, I'm still seeing truth because it is non-dual dualistic. It accepts the separation consciousness, but it says the truth is in oneness.
Beautiful.
That is unity.
Beautiful. कुंडलिनी ये जो साइंस था, ये है, सॉरी टू बी प्रिसाइज, जब इसको वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड ने एडप्ट किया तो ये एक अलग लेवल पे चला गया. हाउ डू यू सी दैट?
See, अब तो adaptations बहुत हो गई हैं. Okay. You know, there is no end to adaptations of something that is, Kundalini is a very sacred. You keep calling it a science. I keep calling it the spirit.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So it is very, very ancient, and it is as ancient as it is present, as it is going to be futuristic in the future. It is futuristic. It is never go. It is. That's it.
Right.
And it will always be. It is.
Right.
So that is what Kundalini is. It is the spirit. It is ultimate truth. What happens is that Kundalini in itself, I don't think Western or Eastern mein koi wo hai. Eastern has now, you know what I always say, science is global, considered Western, and spirituality, the spirit is global and considered Eastern. Both are needed everywhere, and both are rising everywhere, right? And I also see that where science meets the spirit is where the world can change. Today, borders is what creates divides in the world. It is the seed of division. So we have to go beyond borders and we need to talk about all humanity.
Perfect.
That is how we can defeat this thing. So for me, the Western world, it is not that they have been able to sort of see Kundalini differently. They may not have the depth of knowledge that we have in the Eastern here. The depth of teachers that we have, or the depth of study on the Kundalini. What has actually been, and this goes back to like ancient, like the Garden of Eden. Let's talk about Christianity versus,
right.
I have to use religion sometimes to explain, to break the
ice.
Yeah, or the mirror. Or not the mirror, the lens that you're looking through. So in the East, the Kundalini is a representation of, is represented by the snake. The snake sits around Shiva to stop the wish from going down, the poison from poisoning his entire body.
Yes.
Sits there, it's a protector. जब कृष्ण जी का जन्म हुआ था तो स्नेक उनके ऊपर लेके गए थे. जब उनको जेल से बाहर ले जाया जा रहा, उनका जन्म तो जेल में हुआ था.
Right.
उनको जेल से बाहर ले जा रहे थे तो वो प्रोटेक्ट किया. कालिया was the negative representation of the snake, जिसने सारी विलेज को परेशान करके रखा था. लेकिन क्यों किया था? क्योंकि उसको लिबरेशन कृष्ण, और उसने हैवक कर दिया कि लिबरेट मी, I want liberation through your hands. And then Krishna came and liberated that snake. So in Eastern mythology, the snake is very sacred, one of the most sacred. Why? Because it is also, it is an expression of divine. Ida Pingala Sushumna. Sushumna is the divine. It is Shiv. That part of Shakti is realized Shiva. And it is also, वो डंक भी मारता है लेकिन वो प्रोटेक्ट भी करता है. इट इज सेक्रेड. बट नाउ यू कम टू क्रिश्चियनिटी में क्या है? लिलिथ, द फर्स्ट वुमन that was carved of the same, that God created Adam and Lilith of the same matti.
Mold.
Yeah, from the same mold. They were two cut out of the same mold. She awoke a little bit before him. Sleeping, she awoke a little bit. And she looked around and she liked everything. And then when he awoke, God said, now you get under him. You get under him so that life can continue. तो वो नीचे आई, नीचे नहीं आई. उसने बोला, why should I come नीचे? If you cut me from the same mold, there must be some way that we are equal. Tantra में वो position है.
Right.
Sacred sexuality.
Right.
But in regularly the way it is practiced, it's either one on top of the other.
Okay.
ऐसे ही है.
Right.
So long story short is that when she became the rebel, she apparently took God's name and she said, no. So how can you say no to me? You are banished from the Garden of Eden. But before she left, she tasted, God ने बोला था ना, you don't taste the fruit of knowledge, don't taste the fruit of life. 2 trees are there. Adam और Eve को बोला गया था ना?
Yes.
And majority in the world condition is through Christianity.
Okay.
The idea of sin, the idea of like darkness and light and everything. हमारा हिंदू पे तो like अब tantra based is what
Right.
Osho teaches, which is very very rooted in like ancient India. उसमें तो everything is equal. Everything is energy. Right? That's why the position is like that also. So when she refused, उसको बोला get out.
Right.
And एक दूसरा उनका favorite angel जो था, fallen angel, Lucifer.
Right.
In my story, I call Osho Lucifer, the fallen angel.
Okay.
And I call myself Lilith.
Okay.
Because I do identify with Lilith a lot more than Eve, and that's why I'm the odd one out. Woman, usually. But the main thing is why they represent the snake as something evil. I'll tell you. Because Lilith, when she was banished and he created Eve from his rib so that life could continue and Eve would always be suppressed under the masculine, under the man. You know what happened? She felt so much pain for the unconsciousness of Adam. Despite him being with Eve, beyond her jealousy, beyond all of that, she said, I cannot let him, I want to liberate him from this slavery. So she went back as the snake that offered him the apple. When Adam and Eve took the apple, then Adam created this world on the fruit of knowledge, which is good and evil, and the fruit of life, where Tantra is. That's why I say love begins where psychology ends.
Perfect.
So love begins where psychology ends. And in Tantra, even in the Veda, even in like or anything rooted in ancient India, I will not say Hindu because I'm not religion, but yes, coming out of this very sacred land that I call home, this land is where it came out of, that the fruit of it holds, Christianity holds only, like the world today holds only the fruit of knowledge, good and evil. This is good, this is bad. Everything is judgment. Everything is opinion. But we, ancient India, holds, whether it be Tantra, whether it be anything else, it holds the fruit of life beyond good and evil, which Lilith has tasted, which Lucifer has tasted. And that's why Lucifer, the fallen angel, is the guide of Lilith. She's not someone who comes and eats up Adam's babies.
Okay.
She watches from the shadows to help Adam build a better world,
Perfect.
to awaken him.
Perfect. इस आंसर में आपने आपकी किताब का भी जिक्र किया है, सेल्फिश. ये एक टर्म था जो आपकी किताब में काफ़ी बार यूज़ किया गया है. और इसमें आपने एक सेंटेंस कहा है कि सेल्फिश होना एक्चुअली सबसे सेल्फलेस काम है.
जी.
इस स्टेटमेंट को एक्सप्लेन कीजिए और आपकी किताब के बारे में हमारी ऑडियंस को बताइए.
मेरी किताब है बीइंग सेल्फिश, A Dream Chaser's Way Home. It's an audio book, which is on Spotify.
Okay.
It's got 11 chapters and a preface.
Okay.
And it is about my journey of transformation from a limited being to a limitless self.
Okay.
And I found that the thing is that you have to be selfish. No, if you're not selfish, then you will get lost in the world's voice.
Okay.
The voice of the world is so loud that you will, which is what is happening everywhere, and especially with the advent of social media and things like that.
Right.
Everybody is an influencer now.
Right. Like
I often say, to be a true influencer, be completely uninfluenced.
Perfect.
So to be a true influencer, you must be completely uninfluenced, completely empty of outside influence. So you have to be very selfish all the time and say, no, I'm not going to listen to the world. I'm not saying everything that comes from the world is bad. What you like, you keep.
Right.
What works for you, you keep. But majority you will find is that it's not me. So you're going to find your own truth. You're going to work on your own this thing. That needs selfishness. That needs you to be isolated, selfish, stand your ground, all that stuff. Me first. But ultimately what happens when you keep going me first, I keep going inside, you're going to find there is no I. There is no me. There is nothingness. And you will become selfless because there is no self, there is no I. And that is when you will touch your true self, and that is when you will actually know the nature of yourself is love. And that is self-love. The nature of yourself, the true self, the nature of that Kundalini, the nature of that spirit is love.
Perfect.
So, long story short is, that is what my book is. And when you become selfless, by being selfish, then only you actually have, when you're completely empty of your I, completely empty, is when you are going to have the treasure that the world actually needs.
इस किताब में आपने एक ऐसा सेक्शन भी कहा है, या कह सकते हैं लिखा है, मैं टू बी प्रिसाइज कहूँगा, कि अपने जब ड्रीम्स को आप चेस करते हैं, आपको दुनिया के अप्रूवल की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हाउ डू यू डिफाइन दिस स्टेटमेंट?
Because your dreams are your own. I often say, I said it recently in an interview also in Canada. I gave an interview online. I said, I often say that in a world full of creators, I am creation. Why? Because I create everything for myself. I don't create for an audience. I've explained this in another podcast. Mamakara, I already said what I am.
Right.
Aligned with Ahankara, what I think I am.
Right.
And Anyakara, what the world thinks you are. Even Buddha gets galiyan.
Everybody gets trolled.
Everybody का opinion है. Anyakara, you cannot do nothing. It's not in your control. Everybody is moving through their own lens, which is made up of their own, what they fed themselves, what is, their background, what is their trauma, what is everything, the happy, the joys and the sorrow. They're made up of their life. Everybody is. And everybody is equal in that. Everybody is intrinsically valuable because they have an experience of life. Enough. Intrinsically, we don't have to seek. Your story is enough. Your being is enough. Right? So, I say often, I've always said, because some people have a very beautiful way of putting the right questions in front of you that make you reflect on yourself. This is a beautiful question that came to me that I reflected on. Who do you create for? Yourself or the world? But everybody creates for the world. It should be accepted. If I was creating for the world, I'd run away from it. I would not create anything. I create for myself. And when you create, I want to create everything that I want to see, I want to read, I want to hear, I want to do. Selfish. I'm being selfish. I'm being selfish. But ultimately, everything that I'm creating, everything, be it film, be it book, be it games, I'm creating board games through my foundation, be it seminar, whatever I'm doing, coming and talking to you right now, it's all educating, no? It's not that it's sharing, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I like to talk. I like to have conversations on intellectual, subjects, deep conversations. I don't find a lot of depth in the world. I find a lot of, surface. So I come to places like this and I can get this thing. I create for myself. And when you truly create something for yourself, something that you want to own and say it's mine, you will find that the whole world will want to see that in a different way. So that's how I justify it. I guess I don't need to justify it. But you don't need to justify your statements. No one needs to. Right. Justification, again, I find is an expression of insecurity, of fear. You don't need to justify. Be. Yeah, if you felt like you went wrong somewhere and you've been corrected, you want to correct yourself, correct yourself. You don't want to correct yourself, don't correct yourself. Keep living, keep being. You don't have to justify, you don't have to prove anything. I cannot live life to prove myself.
आप इस आंसर में आपने फिल्म्स का भी जिक्र किया, तो आप जनरली जब आपके बारे में रिसर्च कर रहा था, आपका इंस्टाग्राम प्रोफाइल हमने देखा, आप कई सारे साइंस फिक्शन फिल्म्स भी बनाते, उस पहलू के बारे में बताइए हमारी ऑडियंस को।
जी, मैंने एक साइंस फिक्शन बनाई है अभी, JL50 2020 में रिलीज हुई थी।
राइट।
अभी I'm working on 2-3 other projects. All are science fiction. Okay. One is a fantasy, big one.
Okay.
But again, in that, same kind of genre.
Okay.
Now, I tell you, like I said to you, science is global and considered where वही चीज को आप रखिए, where science meets the spirit, the world can change. For me, neither science nor spirit is belonging to one area, West or East. It has to. Science and spirit are long lost brothers. कुंभ के मेले में खो गए वो, उनका मिलना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि जहां साइंस खत्म हो जाती है वहां स्पिरिट शुरू होती है।
राइट।
और स्पिरिट ने अगर साइंस को बैकिंग दे दी, so that is why all my science fiction, you will find that the root, when it goes down to the root of it, it is spiritual, it is Indian. I don't want to say Indian. Ancient India is where it comes.
Asian Indian.
Spiritual, but it is global. It is global.
It is global.
An Indian needs, it is not like an Indian needs spirituality any more or less than an American does.
100%. 100%.
आज की दुनिया में भी मतलब हम अपने आप को ना ये बोल के कि दिस इज इंडियन, दिस इज अमेरिकन, वी आइसोलेट आवरसेल्व्स व्हेन यू कैन बी इन द कॉन्शियसनेस दैट I am in the whole. Where do I enter? Anything under the sun is home.
Perfect.
You know? So that's why these days I say I'm a global citizen. But like, to be honest, that is what it is. That is the reason that I have a lot of faith, and I've always wanted to, see science fiction in India. And JL50, my project, as a lot of reviewers have said, it is an Indo-Canadian film.
Okay.
Because India doesn't give me the right to vote. I'm an OCI.
Okay.
I have and to form a company here is like itna jamjat.
Right.
So much easier for me there. Plus they are Canadian backed and everything.
Right.
But shot here, edited here, everything, the story is rooted here. It's homegrown. For me, it is homegrown content.
Right.
Just expanding on things that you, like, for instance, if you feel, let's say that, you create stuff, you have the ability to create stuff that is very rooted in your own, whatever is your own, whatever you feel is home. And it is too advanced for the audience, which is what we thought with JL50. Is the Indian audience ready for this? And now we are taking it
to a next
level. Because we've discovered that the audience is ready for more than this.
Right.
So when you know that you can create something, instead of sitting there, instead of actually create it. But why do you feel that you can't create it? Where does that hesitation come from? Because you're creating for
the audience.
Yeah. Create for yourself.
Yeah.
Create for yourself. Then these distinctions will finish. This idealism will drop and you will see truth.
100%.
So for me, science fiction is that space through which I can embed, again, in the young mind. Today, even 50-year-olds have a young mind.
Right.
Growing old and growing up is not the same thing. Right. We are all growing old. Right. Not all of us are growing up.
Right.
So to me, I'm an old soul. I'm a very, very old soul. And everybody that I'm connected to are very old souls. But the way we are perceived are very young. All of us, like kids. Why? Because the difference between a child and a Buddha is only one. Child is unconscious innocence. Buddha is conscious innocence.
Perfect.
There is no other difference.
Perfect.
You go back to the child. The more you get closer to enlightenment. And that is why I create content that is not just for children. Science fiction and stuff, younger generation likes to. It's not just for the youngsters. It's to bring out the child in all of us so that we can all go towards higher consciousness. We can all see projects in our life not as projects, and we can go back to seeing them as toys.
It's a very different journey with a different lens what you are seeing right now.
So that is why science fiction, fantasy, these are the projects that I work with. And I say with a lot of conviction that it is homegrown. It is homegrown because my heart is here. Because the root is where my heart is in India.
इस पॉडकास्ट के दौरान आपने आपके फाउंडेशन के बारे में एक छोटी सी ग्लिम्स दी हमें. वी वुमेन फाउंडेशन, हाउ डज इट टेक द वुमेन to a next level?
See, first of all, I'd like to say that We Women Foundation is not focused on the gender embodied woman.
Okay.
It is focused on the rising of feminine energy, which is what we talked about throughout this podcast,
Right.
which is Kundalini.
Right.
So it talks about the Kundalini. It is a space which is rooted in truth, not in rebellion. So we are
Okay.
not a non-profit which is for activism.
Okay.
We are advocacy, upliftment, support, empowerment,
Okay.
but not through fighting.
Okay.
We take people, we take our collectives, our communities, and the communities that we go into or collaborate with beyond the fight.
Okay.
And you go beyond the fight by ending the fight inside of yourself, the conflict inside of
Okay.
yourself. So we take them to peace and love. So, and that Kundalini energy is love, like we discovered, right? Where the moment we start touching the Sushumna, it is love. And the nature of our true nature, the nature of the soul is love. So that is what the foundation is focused on. We do a lot of grassroots work in Goa with underprivileged children. We also collaborate with other non-profits that have 1,700 street children and stuff in Delhi and things, where every week there are meditations that are provided to their kids. Apart from that, we do other creative work, like
Okay.
me and my best friend. We are both the trustees. I'm the founder, but she is also the trustee. I do most of the frontline work
Okay.
and the grassroots work, and you can say I'm the organizational brain and she's the hospitality behind it.
Okay.
She's got that thing. I'm more of the organizational, planning the projects, putting it out there. So currently we are working on a very long-term relationship that is developing, starting with a fest.
Okay.
A spiritual fest to attract spiritual tourism. And then once you attract spiritual tourism into a place like Goa, you also have to have the infrastructure. The infrastructure is there in terms of spaces, but places where you can do meditation,
right.
but the guidance is not there.
Okay.
The knowledge is not there.
Okay.
So that is something that I can bring and my community can support in that way, and my community is supporting me. So we are doing this in collaboration with the Goa Tourism,
Okay.
which is a 3-step process, expanding, first doing this fest, for the locals, and then expanding, and the students,
Okay.
Goa has Pits Pilani, Goa has some very big universities.
Yes.
So that is where the target is, and the artisans. Then in the second step, have sessions across Goa, which are backed by the Goa Tourism, and then have a space that we are building for wellness and mysticism, where there will be meditation and other wellness sort of activities, and also a space where you can learn the art of mysticism and experience it as well. All the arts of mysticism, and experience it as well. So that is something in planning. I've seen a few lands. I'm looking for some more. Like, I've not found the perfect one yet. It is a project. So that everything in support, which is called the Goa, the Cosmic Capital. So these are the kind of projects that we are doing, creating games. I also have a digital show that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
It is a travel and way of life show.
Okay.
It's called The Path Breaker.
Okay.
And I won't give you the tagline. I don't want to give off too much.
Okay.
And the people that are working on that project with me are super excited, because they are like, oh my God, you're taking the whole podcast culture into a whole different level. And they're very excited. So working on that, if there's one thing I've learned in the last few years, is that anything you create slowly is you create well. So working on some of these things. So creativity is an overlap. But of course, the focus is evolution.
Perfect.
Yeah.
वी वुमेन फाउंडेशन की बात करें तो इस फाउंडेशन के साथ अगर हमारी ऑडियंस को किसी को जुड़ना है तो कैसे जुड़ पाएंगे आपके साथ?
सबसे पहले तो आके एक्सपीरियंस करें the sessions that we have.
Okay.
And also, individually sort of connect with, if you have health issues, then we have doctors who can speak to you one-on-one. If you want to go into meditation and, spiritual health, then there's me. And then if you're wanting to talk about parenting and things like that, there are others also. So we have a database of people, women mostly, all of us who've come together, who can help you from everything from like lifestyle to like, grooming to like all of everything, all of the things that we represent, public speaking and confidence and all of these things. So पहले तो आप वो करें अगर आपको वो चीज़ समझ आए, because it's so unique, it's so different, no one's really doing it. So if you like that, then you can, there's so many ways to support. You can donate, you can become a volunteer at our centers or this thing, at our events and just, सेवा का भाव अगर आपके अंदर है तो आप वी वुमेन के साथ कभी भी जुड़ सकते हैं. सर्विस इज इन योर हार्ट.
Where exactly is your center?
In Goa, in Bambolim.
Okay. That's the main center you have.
Yeah, but I teach in I share in different places. Like I work with the underprivileged. Started with 3, I could do it in my house. Now there are 15 kids and 10, 12 adults. So I have a 25, 30 people, this thing. We do it at the Nagvanti temple in Sirdona. So that also came just to me. Temple space mil gaya mujhe and it's consecrated space. So it works very nicely.
So apart from this center, geopolitically भी आप पूरी तरह कह सकते हैं यहाँ पे इस women.
I am expanding.
You are expanding.
Not me. We Women Foundation is expanding. Yes.
Right.
Yes, it's अपने पैर फैला रहा है. Let's just say, like it's spreading itself out fully and taking space.
Perfect. Recently 30th September को आपको कनाडा गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से एक अवार्ड मिला है. इस अवार्ड के बारे में हमें बताइए मैम.
The Immigrant of Impact Awards for 2025 for my contributions to arts and culture.
Okay.
इसमें मैं आपको एक छोटी सी कहानी सुनाती हूँ.
प्लीज बताइए.
मैं जब 18 साल की उम्र तक मैं इंडिया में रही थी.
Okay.
I was a very patriotic person. Very, very patriotic.
Okay.
हर चीज़ में मतलब India.
Right.
Still in my heart and soul. I carry it everywhere. But क्या हुआ कि at the age of 18, after my grade 12, my parents moved to Canada and they took me there.
Okay.
बहुत बड़ा rebellion हुआ. मैं बहुत लड़ी. I was like, what is this? You didn't ask me. So my parents were always in this thing. Parents don't ask their children,
Right.
But my mother, on the other hand, was always like, she used to not just dismiss what I used to say, even when I was a child. She said, बात तो ठीक बोल रही है यार. बात तो ठीक बोल रही है. So she used to say, lawyer बन जा, argue कर सकती है. But now she says it's not lawyer. I think it was always just, you just understood things in a different way, So for me, they took me. Rebellion हो गया. I want to go back. They said, earn your way back. I said, okay, this is a land of opportunity. We came for you, for a better life for you and your sister. And are you telling me that you're just going to kick our sacrifice? My mother, the last thing she did in India before she moved was Shah Rukh Khan's show. She was the only woman to bring Shah Rukh Khan to Calcutta. And first time, and people went crazy. फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी उसकी तब उनकी रिलीज होने वाली थी. I spent the whole day with Shah Rukh Khan. And you know why she did this? Because she realized that I was so much in love with Shah Rukh Khan, like all the other girls. I used to write love letters and stuff. I don't want her to be enamored by any star. So she said, I want to show her that you can reach anybody. And that is why she did that show. इनकम टैक्स पीछे पड़ गई थी. शी हैड टू गो एंड स्टैम्प हर इमिग्रेशन. शी सेड मैं कंट्री छोड़ के कैसे जाऊंगी. किसी ने टिप दी थी. वाई? बिकॉज व्हेन दिस शो वाज गोइंग ऑन शी वाज वेरी बिजी. शी वाज रनिंग अराउंड एंड द प्रेस वाज फॉलोइंग अप. इंटरव्यू दे दो. एंड शी यूज्ड टू से आई डोंट हैव टाइम फॉर प्रेस. आई एम डूइंग माई वर्क हियर. एंड शी हैड 16 लाख का उनको नुकसान हुआ था. But still the income tax came and raided, but somehow she was able to make it out of the country. They gave her a clean sheet and then she stamped her immigration. She was at that height. She was consistently featured in the Savvy magazine us time mein aata tha amongst the most influential women of this country at that time.
Yes.
She left all that because she said, my biggest project in life were always my children. So it was a heartbreak for her, na? That I came here and she's saying, I don't want to. So she said, earn your way back. So I earned my way back by running a dance troupe. जब मैं डांस ट्रूप कर रही थी तो दिल तो इंडिया में था ना,
100%.
तो उसमें जो पैसे इकट्ठे होते थे वो मैं यहाँ सोशल कॉजेज में भेज देती थी.
Okay.
अपना शेयर रख के सोशल कॉजेज में भेज देती थी. I was not doing it like social work, but my heart was in India. I always wanted to support India. तो मैं यहाँ पे भेज देती थी. वहाँ से क्या हुआ कि एक जॉब किया, ड्रामा का डिप्लोमा लिया यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ कैलगरी से. जैसे ही पैसे बने, 2.5 साल लगे मुझे, बहुत मेहनत करी. जैसे ही पैसे बने, I took admission in the Asian Academy of Film and Television in Noida and booked my ticket and told my parents I'm leaving tomorrow. My mother came. एक हफ्ते बाद she saw the college and she said, 3 के छत थे उस टाइम में, अभी तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया. जिससे तुम ऐसे कॉलेज में पढ़ोगी, you know? And I was like, anything to stay in India, mama. So she said, okay, fine. फिर वहाँ से वही चीज़ करा. मैं बॉम्बे आ गई, स्ट्रगल किया. I got television very easily. I signed some very big films with Sudhakar Bukadi ji.
Okay.
जो जिन्होंने साजन में माधुरी को लिया था एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. ही सेड मैं दूसरी माधुरी को लॉन्च करूंगा. उनको मेरे पे बहुत विश्वास था, मेरे परफॉर्मेंस पे. मनी बोल के एक फिल्म थी. ऐसे बड़ी बड़ी फिल्में मैंने 2-3 साल हुई नहीं. दे नेवर टुक ऑफ बिकॉज लाइफ हैड टू शो मी हाउ टू बी अ प्रोड्यूसर. आई एम एन इक्वली गुड प्रोड्यूसर, राइट? So वहाँ से when I started branching off into production, because India gave me very few opportunities. यहाँ रहती तो मैं below poverty line चली जाती. So me and my ex, who was then, you know, we were living in, we were not married, and now we are divorced also, but still business partners.
Right.
We went back to Canada. बड़ी दिल पे पत्थर रख के कि यार इंडिया ने तो मुझे मेरी वैल्यू ही नहीं समझी. मैं चली गई.
Right.
मैं जब चली गई वहाँ पे, वहाँ बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिली. इधर उधर जॉब्स भी किए मैंने, लेकिन अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिली. एक प्रोग्राम मैंने किया कॉल्ड मिरेकल रिदम्स फॉर मेंटली चैलेंज यूथ, टू यूज़ डांस एज म्यूजिक एज थेरेपी. एंड यू नो व्हाट दैट डिड, उसमें इतना चेंज आया कि मेरे को hundreds of emails एंड लेटर्स आने लग गए. ये भी आउट ऑफ लव, यू नो, जस्ट ये सब साइड में मैं करती थी. Films were also social issues पे मैं बनाती थी, छोटी छोटी like documentary films and things like that. This was accumulating. I wasn't doing it कि मतलब मुझे कुछ बनना है या कुछ करना है. It was accumulating and it was all using arts, storytelling, creativity, performance, all the forms of art to create this shift. Then when I came back to India, during JL50,
Right.
I was looked at as an NRI. मेरी वैल्यू मतलब बढ़ गई. तब अपॉर्चुनिटीज ज़्यादा आए, वैल्यू बढ़ गई, but I was seen as an outsider.
Not an Indian.
Not an Indian. And now I think Canada is giving me, I feel that Canada is giving me this award. I'm a Canadian citizen, but it is giving me an Immigrant of Impact award. So wahan bhi they are giving me an immigrant award. So if you really go to the root of it, India is in my heart and soul. But here, India benefits with my contributions, but does not give me the right to vote.
Right.
In Canada, I am a citizen.
Right.
But the highest award that they will give me is as an immigrant.
Perfect.
So, in essentiality, you see, I don't belong here or there. So that is why I am a global citizen.
Perfect.
What else can I be? So I am very humbled, but I think they are giving me this award to make them proud. I'll tell you one thing. Mera goal jo tha,
That is fulfilled.
I wanted to contribute to India. I wanted to live in India. I wanted to be a support system for the evolution and growth of India. अब तुम मुझे उसमें अपना मानो या ना मानो, मैं तो देती जाऊंगी. That is my unconditional love.
Beautiful.
And that is Indian. So yes, I'm very humbled for this award. Everything is political, but for me, it is a reminder of that. हर award shelf पे ही जाता है, memory बन के रह जाता है one moment. But this one is special because it is a reminder of a journey in this world where everything is watched, that even that which you do when no one is watching is seen, is acknowledged.
Perfect.
So it is, this award has actually given me the identity that I'll probably move with for the rest of my life, which is of a global citizen.
Beautiful.
Sharing peace and love.
100%. बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से आज का जो पॉडकास्ट हमने यहाँ पे कह सकते, आपने कुंडलिनी के बारे में, वी वुमेन फाउंडेशन के बारे में, आपकी बुक के बारे में, जेल 50 के बारे में, आपके फिल्म करियर के बारे में, आपका जो मेन उद्देश्य था कुंडलिनी को समझने का, सोसाइटी को एक ऐसा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू देना आपकी बुक के थ्रू जो शायद किसी ने सोचा नहीं है, या फिर कैसे तक उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अपने लाइफ को आगे लेके जाने के लिए अभी भी कई लोग रिलेक्टेंट होंगे इवन आफ्टर सीइंग दिस पॉडकास्ट. बट योर पॉइंट्स आर वैलिड इन योर वे एंड टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट 100%. जो आपने कहा कि सेल्फिश होना एक एक्सटेंट तक 100% ज़रूरी है, तब जाके आप अपने गोल्स, अपनी लाइफ अपनी तरीके से जी सकते हैं. एंड अगर आप अपनी लाइफ अपनी तरीके से जीते हैं या फिर जो आपका गोल्स है उसे फुलफ़िल करते हैं, इनडायरेक्टली यू आर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटिंग टू द सोसाइटी. और उसी तरीके से आपने वी वुमेन फाउंडेशन, आपकी किताब, आपकी फिल्म करियर, और उसी का रिज़ल्ट है कि आपको इतना बड़ा अवार्ड कनाडा गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से मिला है. और इस पॉडकास्ट में रितिका जी के बारे में, उनकी लाइफ के बारे में हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा, बहुत कुछ समझा. और आशा करता हूँ ये जो एक अलग साइंस आज के एपिसोड में हमने आपके सामने रखा, कुंडलिनी और उनकी लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में बताया, वो आपको पसंद आया रहेगा. आने वाले एपिसोड्स में ऐसे कह सकते सरप्राइजिंग गेस्ट के साथ मिलेंगे, उनकी जर्नी के बारे में जानेंगे और स्पेसिफिकली समझेंगे एक अलग साइंस को आने वाले एपिसोड में. तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रितिका जी, और स्पेशली कुंडलिनी के बारे में हमारे ऑडियंस को बताने के लिए, नॉलेज बढ़ाने के लिए, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत आभार मैम.
Thank you. Pranam.
Thank you.
Pranam everyone. This is Ritika Anand and I've had a wonderful conversation with Not Just Fact on this podcast. It is very, very interesting. And the studio is quite a surprise. It's a very, very comfortable studio. It's called Storycraft. And I would encourage all of you to watch this conversation and enjoy it as much as I enjoyed being a part of it. Thank you so much.